Hi, folks. Good evening. It's a Sunday evening. Hello, Black Dragon. Okay. So, I will get right to the point. So I was given first of all, welcome to Restore Belief with Nikki Jacobs. I'm Nikki Jacobs. The reason why I'm doing a live on Sunday night, and this is going to be a relatively short one. This is not my 3 or 4 hour stint. The reason I'm doing a live is because I had a wild bit of, there it is, psychic information that came to me this morning. And actually, part of it was over the course of the last couple of days. But I didn't put it together until this morning when a whole bunch of psychic stuff hit me all at once. Okay, so here we are. This is a message. This is a direct message to the. Let me get rid of this. Hang on a second. I've got to actually see this. This is a direct message to the deep hidden government scientists. Okay. This is directly aimed at you guys. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Hey, Black Dragon. Excuse me. I don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't know what you're up to. I don't care, except now I do. Because I was given a bunch of information. And boy, let me tell you, did I have to figure it out the hard way as a psychic. Because they don't just give me information. They give it to me in multiple different ways and multiple different levels of it. Okay, so whatever it is that you are doing and creating, I was shown a star. I was shown it exploding. I was shown NASA, as in NASA scientists, as in NASA, what is it called? A control room, okay? And I asked, why are you showing me NASA? And they said, it's not NASA. And that's when it hit me that they were talking about deep government. And I, excuse me, and I specifically asked them, are we dealing with the deep government scientist? Instantaneous, yes. And I said, are they doing something that's creating a problem? Yes. Is it something catastrophic that will happen because of what they're doing? Yes. So this is the reason why I'm on tonight, is to give this message, because I'm tired of having messages and bits and pieces and going through whatever it is. I don't give a shit what you're doing. But this is a message directly for you guys. So pay attention, folks. Listen up. I don't care what, like I said, I don't care what it is you're doing, but now I do. Because now it doesn't just involve me, it involves our entire planet. Okay? So here's the message. You cause some kind of catastrophic, you're in the process of building something, whatever it is. Has to do with some kind of star. I don't give a shit. What I care about is the fact that whatever it is you're building, whatever it is you're doing, ends up causing a massive explosion out in space. There is a ripple effect. Not only that, there is, where'd it go? Quote, and this is a quote from the other side and from a number of ETs. Quote, stop at all costs. You do not have the scientific knowledge for what you're trying to do. You're doing it incorrectly. That's the message, folks. I don't know what it is you're doing, nor do I care. But the fact that it causes a ripple effect and a tear, I don't know if it's a tear in time. I don't know what it is, but it's a tear. It really, the word was rip, and then I instantaneously heard the word tear. Tear, tear. Some kind of tear happens. They specifically said galactic, ripple effect for the galactic. And I went, galactic? What the hell are you talking about? They meant universe. It affects the universe. Whatever it is you're going to be doing or are attempting to do, you need to re-look at whatever it is that you're scientifically doing. Okay? Start asking the frickin' right set of ETs, because this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. I was specifically shown that there's a cause and effect factor here regarding Earth. I was also shown it doesn't just affect Earth, it affects somehow affects the entire universe. I don't know how. I just know that it does. You know that I put out information, and I'm not here to scare. I hate the fear factor. I'm not into that bullshit. But what I'm doing right now is telling you whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're building. Oh, on the other side of it, I was shown some kind of, it looked like the biggest diamond I'd ever seen in my, I mean, it was, whatever it was huge. It was not glass. It was some kind of focused, I almost want to say like an energy, something, not a weapon, but some kind of energy. Some kind of energy flows through it. And I don't know if it disperses it. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a gigantic, one of the biggest, most gigantic diamonds ever. I don't know if that's what it is. Don't care. Anyway, I put out the psychic information that I'm given. You guys already know that when I do that, where the information is, you already know. You've already checked on me. You've already looked into my stuff, and you already know that the information that I'm being given is correct because of certain factors, such as a couple of years ago. I'm not going to say publicly who or how, but all you have to know is it was accurate information, and all you have to do is watch the news for somebody walking up and down stairs who can't seem to keep their balance together anymore. I stated what would happen. I know that you listened. I know that you paid attention, and it's the reason why that person is still alive. I don't know what you did. I don't care to know what you did. But that's a big deal to me. Saving a life, that's a big deal. I don't give a shit who it is, but that's a big deal. You also know that I've given out other information that you've had verified. And I know that you've had verified. I psychically know that you've had verified. And I'm not going to say how I know that. For this one, I've never done a video in this manner. And I've never done it on YouTube. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, but I was literally shown a star. So that's the information. In 9 minutes, you got the info. You don't have to listen to the rest of it, because I'm going to describe how I got the information. That's your nutshell. Okay? I don't need to take up the rest of your time. I get you're busy. Whatever. Just stop at all costs. You are attempting to do with dire effects. So that was the message. galactic region severely affect and damage with significant repercussions for the Earth. So look, do your science stuff. But apparently some of that should probably be scientifically, you should be talking to some of the ET races, and you already know that, and I don't know why you're not. Or if you are, you're being given wrong info. You might want to check out, you might want to do a better vetting of people and of certain ETs you're working with, because this has catastrophic effects. Now, I didn't see the Earth exploding. I don't know exactly, but they're talking dire. They're talking life altering. I don't know what that implies. The other thing you need to know is that I heard on a live, I heard while just as the end of my live, and you can go back and check it. You can see the psychic information I received. I write it up in the description box. And so boom, 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 and I felt it. This was the same way. This was yesterday. I felt more of it, and I couldn't figure out what part of the psychic aspect of it. It was all part of this message for you. And I know you're listening, and I know you're watching without showing up in chat, without showing up on the, I know you're doing it. Corral your group of people together, folks. Get your scientists together. I don't know in what way or what it is that causes the boom. Here's the other thing. The 3 to 4, I'm not sure if it's 4, but I know for sure it's 3. The 3 booms will be heard across Earth. It will be so loud, you're not going to be able to create a valid enough cover story to hide your asses. You're going to try, but it ain't going to work. There's the other thing. You can't hide from this one. That was the other part of the message. I totally forgot about it because I didn't write that down. I was so worried about getting the major aspect of the other section, the major part of the message out, that I didn't even write this stuff down. But now that I've said it, I can go back in and watch the video and go, okay, yeah, I can write that down now. Anyway, there was so much involved in this. So freaking much involved in this. But yeah, the major explosion out in space has something to do with a star. I don't know what star. I don't know if you're building a star or if somebody is, or if, okay, that's got to stop. That's got to go. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I just saw the whitest. I mean, it was boom and it was gone. I mean, just completely annihilated this thing. Scattered debris. Is a huge scattered debris field. And this is all out in space. This has nothing to do with Earth at that moment. The instantaneous explosion causes some kind of instantaneous rift. Rip, not rift. Rip, R-I-P. And they literally use the word tear. I don't know if it's a tear in space. I don't know. I have no freaking, I couldn't, they just kept focusing their word terror. And then they used the word galactic. And then when I was asking, universe was the other one. Direly, severely, significantly. Those are all words. Every time I tried to write one down, I'd get another one. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. But I'm not putting them in quotes because of how I received it. It wasn't mediumship quotes. It was body. It was a different form of energetics. So the booms that are heard across the galaxy, and I keep wanting to say galaxy because they literally said galactic, but instinctively I want to use the word universe. It has ripple effects throughout, not just our universe. Okay. Now maybe I can actually go to sleep because this is out there now. Sorry. I get a little annoyed. It's been a gigantic day for me. So I want to be sure that you've heard me and that you actually listen. And do your research, because apparently something needs to be done. And I don't know how soon this boom, 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 and sounding like it was really, really intense. And there are so many theories out there. Excuse me, I talked to somebody today that talked about something that they had heard, and I'm like, this is news to me because I haven't heard anything, and I don't stay in contact with a lot of folks in a specific way like I used to anymore. And I do that for specific reasons, because the information that I receive, I want it to be what I receive and not tainted in any way, shape, or form. So I'm real specific about that kind of thing, especially when it comes to this kind of info. And I know I've been accurate. And I know you know I've been accurate. So, anyway, 18 minutes in and I'm still talking about it. So, I'm going to make sure that I actually got through. Yeah, flash of light, explosion but no fire, complete destruction, and then star. Trigger. That was the other word that I got, was trigger. You trigger something. You trigger some kind of reaction. That was the other word I wanted put in here that I didn't get in the first 9 minutes. So I'm saying it now. You literally trigger this explosion of white light. And it comes as a horror, complete, utter shock. So anyway, once again, they keep saying stop at all costs. That was the other thing. I kept hearing a song lyric, which I thought was weird, but they would not let up on me until I wrote it down. And you're gonna not like this one. The quote is, "Who do you think you are?" They would not stop playing that in my head until I wrote it down. So apparently that's a message for you too. Anyway, whatever you're doing, change it. I know you've altered things to where CERN runs a bit differently. I know you've altered things regarding, because there was supposed to be an underground explosion. That changed, which I'm glad that changed. There was also supposed to be some kind of explosion out in space because of some stupidity thing you guys had done, and you altered not timelines. You altered I can't think of the words. The words are starting to go out of my head simply because I finally got this out of my head. So I know you've done stuff. I know you're paying attention. And I'm glad you're paying attention, because especially when it comes to stuff like this. Okay. There's that. I am done with that section of it. I've got a few more minutes, and we will go into chat and see what everybody's talking about. Well, let's see, 21 minutes in. All right. Okay, so hi to Black Dragon. Hello, Amy. Amy says the crystal makes the focus. Basically, they learned this stuff in the tests at the Nevada test site, Distant Zenith. Black Dragon says, I recall my father telling me about an ancient civilization that had something that could destroy stars. Adventures with Beth. Oh, I found you sooner this time. Cool. Amy, they are actually shooting masers, X-ray lasers, and other lasers based in that side of the electromagnetic spectrum. Yeah, that's the other thing. I kept getting magnetic, and I didn't get that written down, so I'm actually glad that you said that, Amy. It's focused. It's a specific magnetic, because it was like a magnifying glass. That was the other thing. I kept seeing a magnifying glass. See, I didn't get that written down. So I'm glad, Amy, you said that. It was a focused form of energy. It wasn't. It was different than like a dew, but it was a very, very focused form of energy, and that gigantic crystal or diamond or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, that was part of it. Controlling it from Amy says, controlling it from an underground facility command post. Yeah. I agree with that. A north circumpolar star in the constellation Draco. Okay. They're actually shooting at various energetic signatures in our way of speaking, Elder. Okay. The command post is a joint military project, admirals, generals at the top. I've seen it as well years ago. And hey, Nikki. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Black Dragon, been feeling energy here, constant. Amy, my advice would be also to ditch Elon Musk for many space plans. Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with that, but that's beside the point. Amy, I know all about this project. Nikki, I'm sure you do. Lifetimes of different things that you remember, and I'm not going to out you, dear. So I know you do. Okay. So all of that said, this is why I came on, because of this message to, and I'm not calling them the government asshats. This is real specific. These are the ones that they're literally government out in space, but they're also literally on Earth. Okay, for folks who are sending me friend requests, if you're not talking to me, if you're not messaging me, saying not just hello, but a bunch of other things, I'm not going to accept your friend request. I'm getting a number of messages recently, friend request messages, or not messages, requests, and no one's talking. So just an FYI, I'm just going to state that right now. Anyway, so yeah, they need to be vetting the humans. I'm not concerned about the humans, but if you've got somebody working with you that's an ET and they are giving you wrong intel, you better frickin' check, because this is serious shit. What I was being shown, I had a lot, and it wasn't just my spirit guides who were giving me this information, okay? I had hierarchies giving me this information. I had my personal spirit guides giving me this information. I had an ET spirit guide. I had an ET in a specific form giving me this information. I don't know what you're playing with, boys and girls, but it has dire consequences, and that's concerning. I know you guys are doing all sorts of stuff, whatever. I don't give a shit. But when it comes to, I do, but I don't. But when it comes to our planet, and I'm getting a warning about it, a specific way, over the course of essentially 3 days, I pay attention. I pay attention. This is a big deal. So please check your resources, check your people, check your scientific information, get your facts straight. When they're saying catastrophic for the Earth, hello. I'll start calling into question what the hell you doing. I know there's a lot of things you've already prevented. I know that. I get that. I understand that. But I also know there's a lot of shit that you're doing. Kind of goes hand in hand. So, anyhow, I've said my 2 cents. I've given you the information. And when that's the other side of this, when that many beings give the information over the course of 3 days, I've had a hell of 3 days, along with my own personal life, folks. I don't appreciate that. I've had my own personal shit going on, and I'm having to deal with this too? Seriously? Get your shit together. If I have to, you sure as fuck do. God. Anyway, 30 minutes. I'm shutting my mouth now over that. Or at least I will try. All right, let's go in and see what else we got. Let's see. Okay, Black Dragon. I have not a clue as to what they're doing. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Yeah, I know you do. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just I get a very just when the other side gave me all the information about the CERN situation a couple years ago, and then it became the situation about oh god, and I can't. It was covert. It was something about. I can't think of what it's called. It's literally out of my head. It's when it's covert and you've got traitorous behavior against another corporation. I can't think of what it's called right now. And they listened. They paid attention. They listened. They took care of it so that there was no tragedy that would befall our history. They literally, and I know they took care of it. I freaking felt it when it got taken care of. And it was interesting too because it was the deep government that took care of it. The ones that were involved, they had no freaking clue. They just semi-quietly got rid of a couple of specific people off of their scientific groups that they were doing. And people wondered why. Well, hello. The espionage, that was the word I was looking for. They were doing it wasn't just scientific espionage. It wasn't just it was corporate espionage, but it was also they were effing with there were very specific kinds of screws, nuts screws, and something else, and it was deliberate to cause something happen in space between two specific kinds of vehicles that would have caused this horrible thing, and they took care of it. And I literally, when it got taken care of, I literally got told and shown bits and pieces of it, so I knew it got taken care of. So I know they'll take care of this too. But that's what I would like to be paid for. It's shit like this. Anyway. But yeah, much newer, Amy. Amy's responding to Black Dragon, and I don't know. Black Dragon, I wonder if they are trying to back engineer that ancient technology. No. It's not back engineering. That I know. And Amy says at Black Dragon, the technology is anything but ancient. The command post looks like the bridge of the Starship Enterprise in the newer series. Well, I don't know what the most current, new series is, because I know there's stuff out there, but the stuff I've seen over the last couple of years of it has been truly mind-bending. Anyway, now I'm just babbling, so that's all I really wanted to come on and talk about. There's 7 people. We had up to 10, I think, at one point in here. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think 10. Somewhere between 8 and 10. Share out the information, like, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much if you do. And on that note, go pay attention and listen to DeviantArt. Oh, cool. Go pay attention and listen to. Wow, that's bright. Yes, very similar to that, Amy. Thank you for posting that. Wow. Really freaking similar to it, actually. Similar, but not exact. I need to shut up. Anyway, on that, I'm not gonna say anymore. Yeah, it is fairly close. Anyway, go listen to Miss Jessica Jones on SOR, who I don't remember who she's talking to tonight. But I can tell you this, Jessica Jones, the Cryptid Huntress, is a good one to go and listen to. She's got great story, great information, and does a lot of really excellent work. So go give her a listen. And on that note, I'm going to close this out. We're at not quite 37 minutes, almost. Take very good care of yourself. Pay attention to what's going on. Listen to your inner self. Remember, frequencies are healing. Remember that you can work on your own energy for healing. Always get things backed up via science and deal with your medical stuff, and have fun. Create joy in your life. Create happiness in your life. Don't look for it through people. Create it yourself. Create joy, create happiness. On that note, take very good care. Bye, guys. And as Black Dragon says, much love and respect to you all. Yes, I fully agree with that. Bye, guys.